Righty then. Finally getting back to Final Fantasy. Finally getting back to MSQ. It's been a while. Yeah. So, over the last few episodes of this, let me remind myself what we were doing. I did all of the job quests, all of the profession quests, up to level 50. And I think last time in MSQ we were left off, we were going to start helping the Sylphs out. So, I guess let's get started. Let me double check my gear. Yep, everything looks fine. I am wearing level 60 gear, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's get started. We come in peace. Hail, adventurer. I welcome you to the Elder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? No. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveshood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of Elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylphs' relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. That sounds very racist. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of a primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu, or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question. Yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistake a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, of the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. Yeah, we can do that. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic traditions and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solus, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expeditions be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. Yeah. I'm sure it won't be just bitch quest after bitch quest. You guys are going to do your jobs, right? And I'm just going to leave everything to me? The Hawthorn Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. What are the odds that I'm going to have to do all the work? Pretty high. Pretty high. Oh, this guy has a... Oh. Okay, I'll come back later to challenge him to a duel. Anyways, I have a teleport to there. Let's go to the Hawthorn Hut. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh. I gotta go to the pier first. Rude. I don't know why I need to go to the pier. I actually know where I'm going. Aye, the ferry docked at the base of the hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east, and you should find the Hawthorn Hut without much trouble. Yeah, I know my way to the Hawthorn Hut. Teleport. That's the way. Alright, now I can go inside and talk to the person. Right. Emmeline? Ameline? Whatever. Indeed, I am, Emmeline of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a weary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more? You'd do well to speak with the master of this hut. Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Okay, complete quest! Good morning, Darkstar! Thank you for joining me. Sylphic Studies. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. They're, sigh. Beg pardon, friend, my memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. God forbid you don't just tell me. I have to actually go talk to people. However, this quest used to be a lot longer. You used to have to, like, go over to the bee person, like, 5 times and go back and forth, and it was a menace. So, yeah, they have shortened this quest line down quite a bit, but still, it's still annoying. The Sylphs, inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing more brutal faces on our mast, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. The quickest way to a queer woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't ever even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun. They are plants. Or so Rolf once told me. Okay. The Sylphs, yes, Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You'd do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, a squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Tee-hee. Tee-hee, huh? Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help win the favor of our forest friends. Cool. First impression. Oh, still hear it? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests showing up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you did well to bring along Drat, what was it again? And my wife, Rosa, and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. Okay. Well. Oh, there's a side quest. Hold up. Got a detour. Detour! Don't you know that vegetables bruise easily? Okay, meat of the matter. an adventurer, are you not? Aye, you have the same air about you as father. He used to be an adventurer like you, though he is long since retired, and now finds pleasure in welcoming travelers to his humble hut. We also serve hot meals to the brave men and women who protect our borders, a small token of our appreciation for their efforts. Speaking of which, our meat stocks are running perilously low yet again, and I must head into the bramble patch to trap some game. Sorry to cut short our conversation, but duty calls, and no one else is going to. Oh, I do hate to impose, but might I trouble you to take this box of hunting tools and lay the traps in my stead? It is for a good cause, as I mentioned. And there are only so many hours in the day, you understand, and every bell I spend on this task would be a bell spent neglecting another. Yes, there's the door. Okay, let's plop these traps down. And last one. Alright, okay, I laid your traps. Thank you ever so much. Now all that remains is for us to wait, and to pray for a bountiful catch. I shall have the wood whalers check the traps on the morrow. They are more than happy to do so, knowing that the meat will end up in their own bellies like as not. Yeah, I'm still a little tired, but I want to at least get through the Sylph quest, because I am deeply behind on storyline and all the stuff, so... But if I might be permitted to speak seriously for a moment, it is not an easy time to be a frontier sentry. Fearsome beasts abound in these parts, and there is the imperial threat besides. Thus I am glad that I, who cannot wield a sword, may yet play my part by preparing hearty meals for those brave men and women who willingly endure hunts that simple folk like me might enjoy peace. Besides, I'm not a big fan of the Sylph quests. They're so long and tedious, and a lot of it is just so unnecessary. Gotta love it when I enjoy doing the freaking profession quests more than I enjoy doing main scenario. A peace offering for the Sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that won't get you past their front doorsteps, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of that most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. Hate ochus. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Yep, we're gonna give them drugs, because why wouldn't we? Everybody enjoys a good hallucinogenic. Hi. Whack. So anyways, I was sending my retainers out on quick explorations, you know, the ones that only take an hour. Um, and they brought me back ironworks gear, you know, uh, the stuff that you only get for turning in tombstones. So I was like, wait, if I get them up higher level, will they just give me tombstone gear? I really, really want them to just give me tombstone gear because I would like level 60 tombstone gear because I'm not capable of getting that right now. And yes, they actually do because I got a pair of hailstorm pants, which is the level 60. Um, it's the lower tier of level 60 tombstone gear, but it's still tombstone gear. So now I gotta keep on sending them out on quick explorations in hope that they'll give me gear. Except it's completely random what they give you, so... Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? They've also been bringing me back, like, a boatload of furniture that I've been selling, and I've already made, like, 1,000,000 gil just off of selling the furniture that they give me. Uh, yeah. Milkroot, but of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of Milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Yeah. First contact. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your Milkroot well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. At least my character is adorable. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morbol that put an end to my adventuring days. He does not look that old, by the way. They do have old faces. Why didn't they use an old face? But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend. And do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Ah, and afore I forget, don't go trapsing off just yet. Emmeline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Alright, what you got for me? It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Camuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder seer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of your envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Fabulous. And there's another side quest over here. Go somewhere. There it is. Roof Riders. Ah, I shan't get a wink of sleep until I find out who it was. Hear my tale, adventurer. Last night, upon returning from my patrol, I caught sight of a child playing atop the roof. Fearing for the little one's safety, I called out, but the child promptly vanished. Now, we haven't received word of any missing children, but if there were even a chance, were it not for my duties here, I would be out searching now. Might I trouble you to climb to the roof and investigate in my stead? Sure. I found a leaf. And another leaf. And a small cane. Another leaf. Relax, it was just a sylph. Ah, you have returned. Tell me all that you have learned. Almost large enough for a Lalafellan child, this cane appears more suited for a sylph than a man. At a glance, this tender green leaf looks as if it could be from a Githelgreen. Found this cane atop the roof, you say? 'Tis far too small for our use. I'd wager it belongs to one of the Sylphs of Little Solus, the settlement to the east. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. It would seem that the child I saw was in fact a Sylph. And I was so worried. At any rate, we should return this cane to its rightful owner. Please take it to a Sylph named Delexia in Little Solus. She will know what to do with it. And while you are there, tell her in no uncertain terms that our people should not wander the forest at night. Oh, you sound like a mother hen. Looks like my retainers have all finished their quick explorations. What brings Walking One to the abode of these ones? I got this cane. Walking One brings cane? This one was looking under every leaf and flower for cane. This one's heart is full of joy. Walking One is kind, like Seed One. This one likes kind ones. This one will be friend to kind one. Kind one has this one's word. Yay! I'm friends with Sylphs. So, Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be. You're a dick one. Okay. Let me do a little dance. This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. I got you some stuff. Walking One would bring gift to this one? Walking One is most kind. Walking One brings milk root? Milk root fills this one with great joy. Yeah, that's not all a gift fills you with. This one gives thanks. Many, many thanks. Walking One carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry. About time you guys showed up. Hello there. We're the envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we've come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking One became a dancing one and brought milk root, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. Oh great, you undid all of the work I just did. Good job, Yida. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Solus have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Cori here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still, you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Cori's jig insufficiently jiggy? I don't see you jigging. Why don't you do a little dance, Ida? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. And by we, you mean me. By virtue of the crystal trade, the Sylphs have maintained friendly terms with most every race in Eorzea. Alas, the appearance of Ramuh has been a storm cloud over relations. If peace is to be secured, we must reopen a dialogue with the Sylphs before they have the chance to summon their god again. Alright. Okay, what kind of bitch quest are you going to make me do? Dance, dance, diplomacy. Will you be dancing, Ida? Say, Corey, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylphs' traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer express an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow, ow, there goes those bloody leg cramps of mine, acting up again. Bitch. Okay. Walking One knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Yes, let us be friends. Friends. What about you, Mixia? This one is weaving. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't dance. Let me dance. Let me dance. Let me dance. Walking Wood would be friend to these ones? This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking Wood could not weave in the same way. You don't want to teach? I'm a weaver too. I bet I could learn how to do your weaving. You should teach me. We can be friends over weaving. Okay. Hey, it's Delexia. We're already friends, because I brought her cane down to her. The Walking One is friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious elder one of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these one's heart. So nobody else seems to mind Gridania, just that one Sylph. Corey, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Souls. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to the next adventure. Do you mind, I don't know, actually doing something? Ida? Anything? No, you're just gonna stand there? Okay. Papalimo, what do you got for me? Forest friend. Corey, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The Sylphs who make their home in Little Solus do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled Sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the Sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with Hearer Amedia, one of the Gridanians who reside here. She is most likely to be privy to the Sylphs' troubles. Fabulous. By virtue of... Oh, I already read that. No need to overthink things. So long as your heart is in it, the Sylphs will understand you. Still not doing any work? Either of you? Lazy bums. What about you, Lexia? What do you got? Sylph says... Walking One may dance many dances, but this one still doesn't like Walking Ones. Why? Because Walking Ones don't listen, that's why. If Walking Ones want to be friends of this one, Walking One should listen. And listen good. This one has itchy spot on back. Walking one should poke it. Okay. Poke your itchy spot. I have clawed fucking gauntlets though, so Tee-hee, walking one fell into trap. Touching this one turns walking one's skin into moss. Tee-hee, mossy one's skin turns greener and greener. Mossy one should examine self to see how silly mossy one has become. Okay. Examine self. Don't notice any change. Tee-hee-hee, walking one is so silly. There is no curse, silly one. This one tricked silly one good, yes? This one is smart. Silly one should congratulate this one for being so very smart. The most sarcastic of claps for congratulations. I like it. That's right, silly one. This one is very, very smart one. Silly one is smart to know this. Silly one makes this one laugh. This one likes to laugh. Maybe silly one is not so bad after all. Hope you have another quest. Buzzkill. These ones need help. Please help these ones. Vile ones called buzzing dijas think these ones are food. Attack these ones. Attack whenever these ones go into the forest to bathe in sunlight. Some of these ones have gone into the forest to lure out vile ones. This one wants walking one to wait for vile ones. Wait nearby and slay vile ones that come. Okay. I can do the murder. I'm very good at doing the murder. Also, I assume you have some chores for me. Give me chores. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The Sylphs of Little Solus are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. That's why I'm here. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solus wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from realms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Zizgorlins and Galnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Remember when you had to kill like 8 of each? Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easy to come by. When you are done with the deed, seek out Camuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Those were the days. So, a porcine plight? Oh, lucky one, please listen. This one was frolicking in the forest, as this one likes to do, when nasty tusked ones came huffing and puffing and charging. This one was so frightened. This one is too scared to go back to the forest. Walking one can make tusked ones go away, yes? This one would dance for joy. Tusked ones hide in the bushes. Walking one should be careful. Okay. Whack. Whack. Hi. And go this way. And then kill whatever's here. Waiting. Okay, is that all? Nope. Any more? Yes. Okay, got all of those. There it is. Brownie bush. I mean, I'm pretty sure brownies don't grow on bushes, but if they did, that would be delicious. Now I want a brownie. God damn it. Yeah. think they're mushrooms of some sort. Walking One has made test ones go away. This one can play in the forest again. This one thanks Walking One. This one is forever and ever Walking One's friend. Yay! At least some people here consider me friends. More quests? Threads unraveled. Helpful One has returned. This one is troubled. When this one ran away from Nasty Tusk One, this one dropped 3 spindles of thread. This one searched Brambly Place over and over, but nothing was found. Oh, woe was this one. Helpful One will help, yes? Yes, after I turn in these quests. First you. These ones must bathe in sunlight to survive. Without sunlight, these ones will fall ill. Fall ill and shrivel away to no ones. Thanks to Walking One, these ones can safely bathe in sunlight again. Praise be to Walking Ones. Yay! Praise be! Praise be! Okay. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Got you some brownies. Dancing One brings brownie bushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills bitey buzzy ones. This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many Walking Ones come to these ones' abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. Yeah. Presence of the enemy. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since Walking Ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like other Walking Ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange Walking Ones with bodies of steel come to home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones came from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is as friends with these ones and Walking Ones, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones here and Walking Ones in Hut House to find out more. This one has bad feelings. This one fears Steel Ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. Fabulous. Anything else to say? Nope. Still the same dialogue. Oh, yeah. Strange Still Walking Ones? Yes, this one is seen. Still Walking Ones carry big boxes. Many Walking Ones hunt for shiny treasures. This one likes treasure. Yeah, that's not the type of treasure you want, guarantee it. Shush, this one says. Steel Walking Ones are scary, like touch ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. Yep. Let me go up north and collect that thread for, the weaver. I think there's a hacker in the ground. Alrighty then. That... Ooh. Suddenly people. I very rarely see actual people in the game these days. Like, outside of main cities, I mean. Men clad in strange armor? Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. What about you? Here's some types clad head to toe in steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Yeah, that's the assumption. Whee! Okay. I got your thread. Without thread, this one cannot weave. Whatever is this one to do? No worries. This one's thread. This one can weave again. Helpful one is so kind. This one thanks helpful one from bottom of this one's heart. Yeah. I am friends to all the Sylphs. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? Yeah, there's some suspicious fuckers creeping about. This one sees. Steel walking ones come from the Empire, carry boxes, and go walking deep, deep through trees. As this one thought, steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. Yep. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones tried to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark right here. This is where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go look for steel ones, yes? Yup, I love murdering Imperial doucheholes. It's my favorite pastime. You know, until we make friends with them and then we're all buddy-buddy, but for now, let the murder commence. There's the other one. Alright, steal their shit. What does it say? I don't read Eeyore's the Infinite. Dancing One's back. This one breathed a sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing One found something? A list of supplies and materials to be delivered to a certain Imperial stronghold. Fabulous. Dancing One found paper inside a box. This is a message from Empire. This one can read Walking One symbols. The message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from the home of these ones. How do Steel Walking Ones know to find them? Is there Sneaky One hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping One selling secrets to Steel Walking Ones? Ooh. This one fears for this one's home, but Dancing One has helped this one much today. Dancing One must promise to always be friend to these ones. Yeah, sure. I notice you two have just been standing here this whole time while I do all the work. Thanks for that. I appreciate your moral support. Brotherly love. Helpful Ones arrives at a good time. This one needs Helpful One's help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solus alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful One must find Claxio. Will do. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of a beastly one. No kidding. Hey, need a hand? Brother's worried. What? Walking One wants this one to return to Little Solace? Don't make this one laugh. This one is wary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything, no better than those ones that summoned a Primal One. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this is a likely place to build a home, but then Meddling One arrives. Force this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One. Oh, now I'm Meddling One, huh? I thought I was Friendly One and a Helpful One. Ugh. What? Claxio refused to return to these ones? I went deeper into the forest. But this one saw Touch Ones lurking in the forest. Helpful One must hurry. Hurry and find Claxio. Helpful One should search for spools of thread on forest floor. Those things will lead Helpful One to Claxio. But hurry. Hurry before Touch Ones take Claxio away. Damn. Okay. Alrighty. I have followed you. Meddling One is back. This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Camupsio that this one will never go back. Never. Uh-oh. Yup. Touch Ones? Touch Ones should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Oh my god, are you guys going to do something? Be on guard, Cory. These Sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amaljas tempered by Ifrit, these Sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steel. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Eat a punch. Alright. Whoosh. I am detained. Okay, Claxio, I won't let them hurt you. Even if you don't like me. I'm not that cruel. Did Eva just get bad breath? Wow, she is the biggest idiot I've ever met. Anyways. And I think he runs away after you kill all the Sylphs. Yeah. Duty complete. This one is safe. This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried, so very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Camuxio, and meddling one as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Camuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solus. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solus were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like Touch once did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Meddling helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solus to be with Camuxio and friendly ones. Bye! Well, that should see to that. Let's say we return to Little Solus as well. I, for one, can do with a nice hot bath. You did very little. Alright. This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Helpful one saved Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones. But Helpful one is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful one is a hero to these ones. Helpful one will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful one to see Elder one. But Elder one is what? Still no new dialogue. They didn't try very hard for these quests, did they? Spirited Away. This one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes? But this one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday but has not come back. This one is worried. I could have gone and found your Elder One from the very fucking beginning. We literally could have skipped all of that. This one often goes into forest, but never for this long. Kind One will help find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is the home of a walking one named Buscaron. Buscaron may know what happened to Elder One. I know Buscaron very well. This one would talk to Buscaron, but walking ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buscaron for this one? And Kind One comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs of Kind One, please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones for help. And please hurry, these ones are not safe until Elder One returns. Why do I have to go to Gridania? If you said Buscaron, then Buscaron knows everything that's going on in his neck of the woods. Oh, it isn't our intrepid ambassador. How fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? Their elders gone missing, you say? Why, if he were to end up in the hands of the Tempered Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest-eyed serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Miqo'te at Bent Branch Meadow and deliver this message that the Woodwheelers are needed in the search effort. Yeah, sure, I'll just do your job for you. It's not like I had anything better to do, like, I don't know, finding the fucking Sylph Elder. Like, don't you have dedicated messengers? Or, I don't know, a link pearl? So, a message from Commander Helio? You say? The Sylph Elder has vanished. Worry not, friend. The wood whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find them. Yeah. Buscaron Druthers. Actually, I think there's a shortcut just... Yeah. Because I don't think it's that far from here. This way. She's saying that I feel like a lot of these messenger quests can be done through Link Pearl. Like, they're not really necessary. Like, in a place where cell phones exist, like, why do you have to send a random adventurer who is already doing other things to be your messenger? Don't they know I'm busy? Oh look, it's the two worthless wonders. Buscaron is a good friend of ours, and there's no place like his for the latest gossip in the South Shroud. Are you going to do any work? No, of course not. Why would I expect something like that? The Sylphs are known to avoid the South Shroud. What could have compelled the Sylph Elder to come here? But the question of motive must wait. Finding him is our foremost priority. With things relatively calm over in Little Solace, we can focus our search efforts in this area. And by we, you again, mean me. Sup, Buscaron? How goes? Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub this side of... not here to fill your belly, then. Hunger for news, is it? Aye, there's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it be the elder you seek. Those woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another one purple, most folk would struggle to tell two of them apart. If you've the time, mayhap you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know, you might even stumble across this sylph elder yourself. So... your response is, just chill. It'll be fine. Okay. Druther's house rules. No worry on the Sylph Elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Buscaron in return? Right, then. Let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Tends to do the trick. My patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish. But as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put me boots down. Yeah, sure, I'll just do your job for you while... instead of looking for a missing elder. Nofika's teats, that's cold. What do you mean no fighting? This Duskwhite scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. That bastard gets to keep his skin, for now. So you don't like him just because he's a Duskwhite. You alright, buddy? Thanks for stepping in there, friend. Not that I couldn't handle myself against a bleatin' milksop like that bloke. And I don't want to cause no trouble for Buscaron, you know, having to mop up blood and bits and teeth and the like. So he literally didn't defend himself because Buscaron's rules say no fighting. But the Duskwhite is the bad guy. What a... yeah. Ah, bunch of racist bastards. Nice bit on, Corey. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of that outburst is a Duskrite Elezen. There are people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskrites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them, and it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay for the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? Yes. Never forget. I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor of my own to ask. There's a Quickern friend of mine, you see, name of Teteroon. A good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the Shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here at my druthers for a spell after that. Got to talking about striking out on his own, he did, and not long after cast his lot with a merchant bound for Lanosia. Well, it just so happens I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his, this scarlet earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have just forgotten it when he left, so I'd like to see that it gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up, but might be a friend of mine can. A Rogadan fellow named Bane Singh. You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsa Lominsa. He knows everything of the coming and goings of merchants there. Yeah, never mind the fact that I haven't at Sylfelder to locate. I'll just go all the way to Limsa fucking Lominsa to find your lost Quickword. I'm sure the Elder can wait. On your way to Hawker's Alley, friend? A Quickword what worked at the druthers. You speak of Teteroon. Related to that QQ rune broke just over there by some blood or another. Two of them put in together and were making good coin, but old Teteroon up and left Lominsa not long ago. Couldn't say as to why or where. You're better off asking QQ rune himself. He can be tight of lift, though, I warn you. Best to take this chicken egg with you. Little bastard loves the bloody things. Good to hear about old Busk, though. Sounds as though he ain't changed a bit. Just like him to send a venturer along. Too shy to come his own self. Gods, I miss drinking with that fool. Like, do these guys just work 24/7? Like, do they never take days off? Or anything like that? Because teleportation exists in lore, and anybody that has any sort of aether, so basically anybody who's not a Garlean, can just teleport once they've unlocked the aether thing. So I feel like taking a day off to go visit a friend wouldn't be such a hardship. Customer be welcome. Not customer? Not come with custom? QQ rune busy with business. Too busy for blather. I got you a chicken egg. Chicken egg? QQ rune loves chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Looking for Teteroon? Teteroon no here no more. Teteroon leave Limsa. Teteroon go look for Sparklies. Now working at trading post. Good trading post. Forget where trading post is. Weinberg no Teteroon. Weinberg no trading post. Weinberg at ferry docks. You go to ferry docks. QQ rune forgets things. Weinberg remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not QQ rune. Yeah. I also hate talking to those guys. Ooh, I like the peacock feathers on the back of that outfit. Kinda cute. Okay. Teteroon? I seen him. That is to say, I saw him. He was headed somewhere up north by way of the ferry to Elport. Might as well head there and see what you can suss out. The skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I'd start asking for Adolfid. He's an old hand what knows a great deal about a great many things. And since I'm here, I might as well take this. Teteroon? I saw him. That is to say, I seen him. He took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood. Was looking for a place run by his fellow Quickborn. Reckon he meant the one right at the shore of Bronze Lake, Memaroon's trading post. Follow the road and you're sure to find it. Yeah. Like I've never been there before. Teteroon. Customer be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Bring something for Teteroon. Yeah, I got your earring. Teteroon, forget this. Forget it, druthers. Teteroon swore would never forget earring, but never forgot forgot. Teteroon thank. Then Teteroon thank. Good Buscaroon doing good? Good Buscaroon good to Teteroon. Teteroon miss good Buscaroon. Huh? Microbrewing. Good Buscaroon help Teteroon. Teteroon dead without good Buscaroon. Must give thankies. Many, many thankies. Teteroon make quicker fire water for Buscaroon. Buscaroon love fire water. You help Teteroon make fire water? Need thingies to make. Need many, many thingies. Need curl pup whiskers. Need 3 good curl pup whiskers. Okay. I'll go murder some pups for their whiskers. No problem. Are you sure you don't need the whole coral? I feel kind of wasteful. Hold up, that's a fate that has its own music. Splash. The salt hounds looking to restore poor maid's mill cannot seem to catch a break, as now a pack of bloodthirsty curs has surrounded the ruins and has already dragged a few of their injured boatswains off into the wood. Join hands with the former pirates as they attempt to defend their little piece of Lanosia. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go with no. Well, it only has 3 minutes left, and those ones usually take more than 3 minutes to murder the damn thing, so... Whack. Oh, I died. Alright. Whispers collected. Also, I'm pretty sure that Fate is supposed to have NPC pirates helping you, and, I didn't see any, so they must have already died. Oh. Okay. Teteroon make fire water for Buscaroon. You bring thingies Teteroon need? Yeah, I got your whiskers. Sure you don't need the whole coral? You brought all the thing needs. Tetraroon makes fire water now. Make good fire water for good Buskaroon. Tetraroon, start making fire water now. Good fire water take time. More time. More good. You come back later. It's later. I'm back. I wish they had changed up some of the dialogue when it's obvious that they cut out quests. Because it's obvious that they cut out quests. Like fine wine. Tetraroon make fire water. Good fire water. You take to Buskaroon. Good fire water for good Buskaroon. Tell Buskaroon to drink, no drink now. Put away 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Tetraroon hopes Buskaroon happy. Tetraroon gives Buskaroon thankies. Many thankies. You tell Buskaroon. Tetraroon make big shop someday. Biggest shop in Eorzea. Make many sparklies. All thanks to good Buskaroon. Yeah, sure. Back to Buskaroon. We'll go to Okie dokie. So, what was it? Cutter's Cry finally got updated to be run with duty support, and they actually didn't change. They changed one thing. So after the first boss, you usually have those little donut-looking rooms, and you can usually run past all of the monsters to get into the sand, the shifting sand, but now you cannot. Now you have to kill the monsters in the rooms for the shifting sand to pop up. So it's just a small change, but it means that you won't have people running past those rooms while not everybody knows that they're running past those rooms, so somebody gets dead. So it's kind of nice. I like it. Because I've gone through that a lot where somebody's died because they don't know that they're supposed to not hit anything, you know? So now you can't do that anymore. Now you have to kill things. Oh, you've returned. Thanks for seeing Tetraroon's belongings to him. What's this, for me? A foul brew that is made by tossing various items found in the wilds, both live and dead, into a barrel of water and letting the concoction ferment for a se'night under the warm sun. That sounds pleasant. Quick burn firewater, so he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why, that old... Yeah, bloody hells, who's cutting onions back there? Aw. He says to shelve it for a year, does he? Aye, that sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. This stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. It's going to be a long year. What say you come back then, friend? We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together. Yeah. Anyways. Selfish concerns. Oh, you mean I'm finally going to go back to doing the job that I came here to do? There was word while you were away. Just think, if I wasn't away, I could have gotten that word sooner and done my job sooner. Sylphs were seen in the woods, but near no land of their own. No, was a place near to here, a place we've never known a Sylph to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far. More than like, the missing Sylph elders among them. Here, I've marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. You mean do my job? Finally. It's about time somebody let me do my job. Oops. Oh, look, a Garlean. That's not supposed to be here. You know, being an adventurer is kind of like being a, somebody who works like retail or any other job, really. It's like, there are things that are your job, then there are things that are not your job. And somehow you always get roped into doing things that are not your job, and you can't say anything about it. Not me, though. I'm very good at saying no. Except in this game, where I cannot continue the fucking questline if I say no. Oops. Stuck in a root. Yeah. Then again, so I actually shared something on Facebook. It was an AI that wrote and sung a Christmas song. I think you'll like the song, but it's yeah. It is less than good. I mean, it is good actually. It does. You should find that on Facebook. I shared it out for you. Well, I shared it. Along with, you know, the 20 other things that I shared. There's a lot of guardians. Could the guardians be this deep in the wood? Probably not. Was there aught to be found in the woods? Oh, just some garlands. What did you come to? Garlands in this part of the wood, 12's wood? First Sylphs and now garlands, and all in the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. Might the garlands be following the Sylphs, tracking them, or giving chase, mayhaps? But no, this is not this far into the forest. The whalers' spires are everywhere. Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How in bloody hells could they... Unless someone guided them through. Someone who knew where the spires stand, and when the whalers watch. A Gridanian traitor. There be traitors in them there woods. Navu Riche. I'm glad you've come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone as was aiding the Garleans? I thought you'd like that. There was something I want to talk to you about. I know I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone as was aiding the Garleans? Well, I'm thinking I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late, he's taken to ordering my best wines and finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it, but this lad's a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. Why don't they earn that kind of coin? Maybe, if they were paid properly, they wouldn't betray us to the fucking Garleans! By chance I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest, and I couldn't help putting two and two together. Suffice it to say, if a whaler's working for the Empire, none of us is safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurentius. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, Corey, and if he is up to no good, put an end to it, and him if it comes to that. Look, I'm just saying that if, you know, military personnel and police and all of those, if they were paid a proper wage that allowed them to have nice things, there would be way less dirty cops and shit, and people betraying us to the Garleans. Anyways, you got a quest for me? Enemy mine. Your word of Garleans in the woods got old Buscaron beside himself with worry. So I came up with a bit of an idea, I did. Might be you heard there's a place near to here where poachers and all other manner of scum gather. They're no friends of Gridania, to be sure, but they've even less love for Garlemald. So I got to thinking, why not ask them to keep an eye on any Garleans in the wood? Enemy and my enemy and all that. Yeah, alright. I'll do that. I don't mind. I mean, like, everybody loves Buscaron, even the bad guys here, so... And this is Laurentius. He looks like a little coward, doesn't he? Can you not see I am on patrol? Be gone! If you have business with the whalers, take it to the barracks. Aren't you just wonderful at your job? Oops. Up on a branch. Oops. Oh hey, I think I killed some of these people during the archer quest. Buscaron is worried by Garleans in the woods, is he? Then the situation must be dire. Very well. I will see to it that any Imperials are watched with a close eye. By the by, you are the Miqo'te making a name for herself of late, are you not? It is good to finally put a face to the name. I don't think I want you to know my face. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there she is. He is. Garleans in the woods? Buscaron would not lie of such things, nor, I think, would you. Worry not, the wasps are watching. Tell me, are you the paladin rumors speak of? Aye, I suspected as much. Many wasps are looking forward to the day they cross paths with you, myself included. Until then, friend. I have probably put down a lot of your friends, so, both the, red bellies and the curl claws are on my hunting list, so I've murdered a lot of them. Also, if you hear that knocking, I am sorry. That is my neighbors doing construction on their trailer. Oh, look! Garlean boxes. Laurentius, are you up to no good? Not long now. To think patrol routes and rations could fetch such a price. No more than I deserve, though. 'Tis little wonder the Empire has risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid men their worth. I mean, I agree to a certain extent, but also, I'm gonna have to kick your ass. How long have you... Help! 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 Please, come quick, my friends. It is I, Laurentius. I am under attack. Yeah. You were saying? How did you just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. He just appeared. I thought you were working for the Garleans. Look, while I agree that the whalers should pay you more, I do not agree with working for the Garleans to make do. There are other ways to make coin. Which is probably really hard in Gridania because they don't like outsiders and stuff, so making coin legitimately here must be like a pain in the ass. You know, so I kind of feel bad for him because, you know, it sucks when you work your ass off and then don't get paid what you're worth. Like, I totally understand that. I mean, I would have probably also worked for uh, the Garleans, to put more food in my belly. But he doesn't have to be such a dick about it. How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagined I've done? Enough, enough, I say. It's over then. I sold half some rations to the Empire. It was I. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join their ranks. Am proud. But they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty. But in the end, it is those with money who do as they will. This is true. Who live as they will. So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes and took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything and everyone I love. Why, my actions have put your life in danger, too. But you don't have to be a dick about it. Though you do not yet realize how much. Bloody idiot. Did you imagine that you had cornered me? It is not I who is cornered. Garleans, I brought the Miqo'te bitch. Did you just... I need to have a sword with you. Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of Garlemald? You would need a veritable mountain of gil to fund such an endeavor. Such is the cost of fighting great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will Gridania. So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a feather bed in Garlemald, did ya? Oh. Oh look, bandits! You there, Miqo'te. You stand here at old Bust's wish, no? Then you don't stand alone. Look, like, I get it. I get what they were going for, and I actually like this part of the story, because it is a good, moral question. He wasn't paid enough to survive, so he did what he had to do in order to survive. I'm just gonna take that. I'm not a pussy. And now he's eating dirt. And also, on the other hand, he did not believe that Gridania was capable of defeating the Garleans anyways, and he'd prefer to be on the winning side. Impossible. How did you best the Empire's finest? If you thought that was the Empire's finest, then you're full of shit, first of all. Why would you think that they would send the Empire's finest to help you? To use your shit not stink or something? Wow. Bit full of yourself. Second of all, those were like grunts, man. And with bandits and poachers at your side, they are your sworn enemies. Why did they fight with you and not against you? But I know the answer only too well, Buskron. This is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act, better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? At least he sees the error of his ways. I am sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies. No more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. There is something I would like you to tell Buscaron. Tell him Laurentius the Fool says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted from before my eyes. Somebody's going to escort him there, right? I'm sure it's fine. This forest is full of Buscaron's eyes. They'll make sure he gets where he's going. Um... So, how's the hospitality of our enemies? Left a sour taste in your mouth, did it? Pity that. I don't know, they helped me out. They've no respect for land or law, but they're not without their uses. Now they know who you are, and you ain't scared of 'em. Your name's getting known of late, for better or worse. A lot of folk taking an interest in you. Thought it best if you went looking for 'em before they came looking for you. Yeah. Alright. Laurentius confessed to his crimes. I just had word from the Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. The lad's had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gridania's too big a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference, that it was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and the man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought that if he couldn't change the lot of his fellow man, he might as well change his own. Thing what is, he was making a difference, just not on his own. Somehow, he'd failed to grasp one simple truth, that those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. Yeah. Ed, he asked you to thank me, did he? Then there's good in him yet. I just hope them at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive, but I'd like to think he'd be afforded a chance to make amends. But let us leave fates to the 12. I have other news for you, Corey. The Sylph Elder has been found. Fucking finally! Look, as somebody who has to work my ass off to be able to barely afford to eat, I understand where that guy is coming from. Now, I wouldn't sell my country out, but honestly, my country's not nearly as shitty as Gridania. Like, have you seen how racist and big... I mean, thinking about it, actually. But I still wouldn't sell my country out. But I understand why he would do such a thing. Anyways, into the Beast Maw. Yeah, Gridania's pretty horrible. And if the elementals suddenly decide they don't like somebody, that somebody could just get, fucked over by everyone they meet. Oh look, the two non-workers are friendly here. It's taken us a fair old while, but we finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. His name is Frixio, and he is the elder amongst the Sylphs of Little Solus. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians. Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them. A small, leafy, green bridge that we can't find at the moment. And bridges are no use if you don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find him. Thank you, Ida. What did you just add to that conversation? Absolutely nothing. Shut up. There's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand Maws of Toto-Rak, here in the South Shroud. 'Twas by the entrance to the place that Frixio was seen, and not long ago, neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him. Right? And, the constant threat of war from the, Garleans. So, yeah. Walking ones, please help this one. This one needs help. Needs help to help Older One. Poor Frixio. Poor Frixio. Whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong, nice and slow. Elder One went into Toto-Rak, but has not returned. This one is worried, so very worried. And you're right to be. The place fair crawls with nasties waiting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What in the seven hells was he thinking, entering that bloody death trap? Elder One had no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please, walking ones must help Elder One. Help Elder One now! Ugh, the fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Phrixio is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylphs. Also, they're our friends and we should help them anyways, right, Pacolino? Were we to lose him, all our efforts thus far will have been for naught. I will tend to her wounds. Ida, make haste to the Otter's Nest and request assistance. Understood. So you're both going to be doing things other than helping me brave a dungeon. Fabulous. Corey, go to the Thousand Maws of Toto-Rak and see that Phrixio comes to no harm. A peace between man and Sylphs rests upon your success. Well, at least I don't have to play Messenger and go rescue the Sylph. I mean, that's at least Ida's doing something. Alright. By order of the Elder Seedseer, the dungeon known as the Thousand Maws of Toto-Rak has been placed under the control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside? And you're sure of this? How in the seven hells did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down for a pure blind fool. You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to fiends within. Entrance to Toto-Rak is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you are ready. Oh, this place is off limits. Who are you, random stranger? Oh, you're looking for a lost Sylph? Well, I'll just believe you and let you in. It's fine. Anyways. Oh, and don't forget to bring your friends. You know, if I was a Garlean, I wouldn't have even bothered to bribe a guy. I would have just changed my clothes and walked right through. Because really, as long as you're not dressed like a Garlean, how are they supposed to know? Just say you're a random adventurer. They obviously let random adventurers do whatever they want. Also, nobody knows where the Warrior of Light is from. I could be Garlean. Right? It's like... I mean... I mean, technically anybody could be an Ascian because we're all shards of, the Ancients. Yeah, because, you know, in a world where souls just get recycled and are never truly gone, except in very specific circumstances, um, like, literally anybody we meet on the street could literally be, you know, evil. Then again, that's normal. But, like, there are a lot of circumstances. Like, for instance, when we change our clothes to make ourselves, when we dress up like Garleans, and everybody just thinks we're a Garlean. Like, if it's that easy to just walk into a, Garlean stronghold, like, how is it hard for a Garlean to walk into, Gridania? Makes no sense to me. Yeah. Oh, I haven't been reading these notes. I should read these notes. I think I only missed one. Actually, let's go back and read that other note, okay? I want to read all the notes. It's vitally important for something. Probably. Do you remember where that other note was? I think it was, like, on the first wall. Like, right when we entered. Before the turn? Yeah, there it is. Found it! Okay. First Spear, Rydell. Toto-Rak Expedition Notes 1. Dangerous fauna encountered upon entering cave. Culling as per mission parameters. Expect to encounter more as we press deeper. Okay. First spell Rydell. Toto-Rak Expedition Notes 2. Engaged with sizable fiends. Succeeded in exterminating, but casualties mounting. Must consider turning back if situation worsens. Fabulous. You should sleep more. I also wish it was that easy. You deserve more sleep. You deserve all the nice things. Well, at least you're doing something. Right. Treasure. Okay, and second boss. Guess I should pull the other things. You know, I am the tank. I should do my job. Oh, somebody did a limit break. Good job. Alright. And onwards. So I've been doing Orm Vale to level up my other classes. You know, I've actually done a pretty good job. Got everything but Black Mage up to level 60, and Black Mage is so annoying. But I've been doing Orm Vale with my squadron, which sucks. Yeah. Fun fact about squadrons: they don't know what AoEs are. They see bad breath and they're like, "I'll just stand in this. This is cool." Uh, but after doing the higher level content, well, higher level meaning, you know, 49, and having most of my abilities and then coming back and doing this where I don't have most of my abilities, it's just like, I guess I'll just press one button over and over and over again. It's fine. I guess the expedition team must have turned back, because I didn't see any other notes. Sad. Ooh. Achievement unlocked. The floor is squishy. Can you hear the squishy floor? Hello.
Darkness.
Have you seen a sylph lying around?
Elko Hidra Bublo Hans.
The mighty slayer of a freak comes now to me.
Seize that one, Rajyadorn.
With a countenance that bespeaks understanding.
Thagon well rogue. Torsan no Paiki.
An intriguing power, the echo. I must needs choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last.
Who the fuck be you?
I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God.
It's Laha bread!
Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
Laha dead in 5 seconds.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
God, I can't wait to kill you. Twice.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Your god is also a crystal. Don't be superior, okay? Your god is no different than my god. Except yours is more evil. Oh look, bug. Whee! Keep it tail. Here, I'll pull him out of the poo for you idiots. Wow, the idiots don't even recognize that there's poo there. They're just gonna stand in it. Little dicks. Oh, I just did that. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. It's fine, my healer's got it. I'm sure. Look, if they can stand in the poo, so can I. I didn't even stand in the poisonous poo, okay? And he's dead. I'm starting to like my little party. These NPCs, they're kind of cute. You know? Because they've like followed me from my very first dungeons. I think that's nice. Kind of like I have a dedicated party. It's very green in here. I mean, I can give them stories. My character technically doesn't have a story either. Oh. Very old. Finally, fresh air! Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Oh, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Hello. Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. I'm guessing you're the elder I came here looking for. You certainly look elder. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of Little Solace. Yes. The power of exposition, that's what the echo is. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Larkskull, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Devadal, where is that accursed icon hiding? No, this guy. No sign of our wizened friend. I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search parameters be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramuh will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a Sylph, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the Sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. I thought the Garleans were supposed to be against summonings. Now they're trying to force summonings? Rude. Really, Centurion, were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Yeah. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion, I can fair taste it. But at this rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What is it you always said? Ah, yes. Though it's mean bringing down the very heavens, Who shall challenge the limits of possibility if not we? And that alone you are right, Garland. Stop talking about your boyfriend. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright that Lord Van Belser's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh, I miss Sid. Those walking ones did for Neurexia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that other taken ones also suffer the same fate. I can read, I swear. It's just the way these guys talk. This one is convinced. Walking ones have black hearts. Seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Neurexia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones amongst the walking ones, there are good ones also. Yes, inside of a dungeon was the perfect time to have a vision. Does walking one feel unwell? I had a vision. This one would know. What brings walking one to this place? You. Came to this one's rescue at Neurexia's bidding. Then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Ramu. This one will provide answers. Now is not the place for a conversation. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. Right, that's what I'm saying. This one will return to Little Solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside. I mean, it sounds like you just want to play Grand Theft Auto, because you can do whatever you want in that game. Dita and Papalimo still here? Have they accomplished anything? No. Oh, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't really know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Phrixio didn't come to any harm. But there I go, tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlian and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of quickburn firewater. Yeah, no, I'm good. Quickburn firewater sounds disgusting. A simple gift. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This Azima rose oil. It is a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridanian's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, which it never will be, thank goodness, we must lend them ours to keep the woods safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Or we can just forget the elementals exist and do our own thing and protect our own lands. You know, that's also an option. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together. And the 12s would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Oops, nope, that's not what I want to talk to. This person. Shadows of the Empire. You're back, lass, and something tells me you've not come for a flagon of Buscaron's ale. All the better that, I just overheard some Garlean stragglers was seen in the 12's wood, and you know they're not like to be up to any good. Me? Why, I'd like nothing more than to gut those Imperial horse sons myself, but I fear I've, other duties to attend this day. You're drunk, aren't you? We're counting on you, lass. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll go handle the Garleans. That's my job. And I, unlike the rest of you lazy sods, do my job. And everybody else's too. Where? There it is. Found it. Whack. Alright. Garleans have been mortified. Damn, she's pretty. I approve. Anyways. Shot of those Garlean dogs, they as swift and sure as I saw to me pinta, me duties, did ya? Your ale. Say your ale. On behalf of Old Man Buscaron and me compatriots here at the Druthers, you have me gratitude and then some. What with ye and myself stating the matters last, I tell ye, no flagon of mead or Garlean troublemakers on or around these premises is safe. Yeah, you keep on enjoying your drink. I will go do my job. I'd help you, Sylphs, but I'm very busy. That guy's name is Tank Smash. What did I come here for? Oh yeah. A gift from Walking One Buscaron. A gift for these ones. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Buscaron and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. Yay! Oh, another quest. The Blood Price. This one wishes to thank the Adventuring One. Adventuring One saved the Elder One. But this one must ask a favor first. Will Adventuring One bring 3 bottles of fresh blood? Is morbid favor, this one knows, but must have fresh blood from vile ones known as digits. Here, Adventuring One, take blood bottles. Use on almost dead vile ones to take fresh blood. Oh shit. I might not be able to do this quest. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, and I have to do 3 of them. And he very specifically said almost dead. Okay. Let me just... Oh, there we go. Maybe. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Oh, needs to be the... Okay. That's definitely almost dead. Come on, stop interrupting me. There we go. Got one! Okay, Stop interrupting me! Let me steal your blood. Got him. I don't have a foam sword in this game. There we go. Okay. Any higher level and I probably wouldn't have been able to complete that quest. I probably would have had to switch to Black Mage and hit them with the staff. Black Mage is my lowest level class, so... Okay, I got your blood. Did Adventuring One bring blood from Vile One? My, book class is actually the highest level one that I have, because it's at 63. This goes here, and that there, then stitch like this, then put that together. Done! This one has made a garment for Adventuring One. It is an enchanted garment. Will protect Adventuring One from scary ones. And is token of this one's thanks. This one owes Adventuring One many, many thanks. They made me a garment of things that I killed. Fabulous gift. Believe in yourself. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Oh look! The Do-Nothing duo. Ah, there you are, Corey. We have just been hearing tale of your deeds of daring do. Well done. What were you doing? Absolutely nothing? Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Norexia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Toto-Rak. What is it this one had not? In Toto-Rak, a sinister one, robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Because you're stupid. Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the word of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees. So Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's what the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one well knows and respects Horned One Kanisena. Be assured, like Walking Ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial Ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones went so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know how. Look at that majestic beard! Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But Walking Ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as Walking Ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones resides, Walking Ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramuh's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. So, fun fact, according to the chronicles, they can take on physical traits of their primal as well. There was even a passage that says that primals, or sylphs that were tempered by Ramuh, might grow beards. However, there was no proof to this fact found. Which I think is hilarious. Anyways, that explains why they are so hostile towards trespassers. But what about the abductions? A fine question, Nita. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramuh. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowing that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horn 1 Connie Senna. I just really want to see a touched one with a beard, okay? And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramuh to rest. And that Sylph Elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Yida, shut up. Nobody cares what you think. What was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't reckon reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Yeah, Yida. God. Fussy little. Get out of here. You and your short shorts. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Mephilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. You mean I did all of it and you did nothing? Yes, be sure to mention that to her, please. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. You mean do your job for you? Again? Okay. Why do I even need the Scions? Like, really? Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Like, honestly, I feel like I got a whole lot more done before I joined the Scions. Please wait, Walking One Corey. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramuh, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these ones' trust. So you're giving me a crystal that was given to you by your god, who is a primal. Not sure how I feel about this, but I'll take it because I like crystals. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One, and Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times, along with the others I've collected. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch Touched Ones. So long as Touched Ones are not troubled, Touched Ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses Touched Ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones. Like, before I joined the Scions, I got 3 whole dungeons done. Like, in quick succession. Like, I literally saved 3 fucking nations. Like, one right after another. And then I joined the Scions, and now I'm like, oh, da-da-da, dick around in Drybone until you can kill a primal, and oh, do-do-do with the Sylphs, and dick around here, and do 1 dungeon, and let's go find the next place we're gonna go dick around and do nothing. There are timbered Sylphs in the distance. You do not sense they pose a danger if left alone. Right? I get way more bitch work. Yeah, if it isn't Corey. How went the meeting with the Sylphs? What does it say? The fluid lettering of the little soulless elder Frixio is as beautiful as it is unintelligible. Fantastic. A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramuh. And so long as we leave the tempered ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures. No thanks to fucking Yida and Papa Limo. And in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threat to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. Yeah, you should also make sure that your wood whalers are paid more. Just saying. Back from the wood. The Celtic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pains the Elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Yeah, well, she's not going to succeed. That's going to be my job later. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Menphilia. Fuck Lady Menphilia. Hello, Corey. Can you hear me? It is I, Menphilia. Nita and Papalimo returned some while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Did they tell you they did nothing? Thanks in large part to you, the name of our one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Redanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Yeah, pray return. Pray return! I will pray return with a ticket. I have returned. Oh, it's been a little while since I've been back here. Itataru! Well, if it isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, Corey. Lady Menphilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. Yeah. Oh. This guy. no, it's not voiced. Why isn't this voiced? I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. Not that it's any of your business, but yeah. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Leven will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no efforts. They are many in one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I've been meaning to ask, but is Alize quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alize has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl. But you may be assured that her destination remains the same. God, you're insufferable! Can I beat the shit out of this guy? And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldessian report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. God, I want to break his fucking nose. Like, just walk by him, hold my gauntlet out. It's very spiky, I'm sure. Just bitch slap him with claws and spikes. It's good to see you again, Corey. I've been looking forward to congratulating on your triumph in Trollswood. Owing to your efforts, conflicts have been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. The next time you send somebody to help me, can they, I don't know, actually help me? I could have done that without these two. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of the World has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Y'shtola says. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next day Primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend upon it. Indeed, so then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... They said Leviathan, they said Titan, we've already dealt with Ifrit and Ramu. Garuda? Gridania! Wait, I mean Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal who lived near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. I already said that. So many mobs to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for more predictable solution. Or more practicable. Practicable. Yeah. Oh, she's talking about Sid. Why would you need a airship when you can teleport? She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? I guess you can't teleport to somewhere you haven't been before, so that's one limitation, but still. But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adders will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seedseers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. I get a break? I get a break? Oh, no, they get a break. I don't get a break. I see. Not like they did anything. Is there something else, Corey? Beg pardon. A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to think. Eek! Oh no, Tataru! Must save little Tataru! Why are you coming, Minfilia? You can't fight! Oh, it's just a Sylph. It's a friendly one. A Sylph in Thanalan? Yeah, what is a Sylph doing in Thanalan? At long last, this one finds walking one Cory. Oh my god, they speak my name now. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. Aww. This one is called Neurexia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Aw, that's nice of them. I'm sorry they scared you. But pleasure to meet you, Neurexia. Alrighty then. Before I turn in that quest. Hi Thancred, how you doing? So, Cory, pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. My current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I am pondering how best to proceed. So, spoiler, Thancred is already an Asian by this time. And I just realized the reason Thancred is an Asian at this time. Because Alphino said that he was using Thancred to do this research. So Alphino sent Thancred to research the Asians, and Thancred became an Asian. So this is all Alphino's fault! There, Thancred, I'll save you. I promise. Renont, have I met you before? Excuse me, lass, this might sound strange, but you haven't by chance seen a fellow what looks exactly like me. I'm looking for my twin brothers, see? And I heard they might have come through here. And they could be dead for all I know. Least it felt like I've been chasing ghosts for an eternity now. Yeah, I think your brothers are looking for you too. Anyways, let's see. Oh, there's some new faces. What about you? Who are you? I don't think I've met you before. Oh, I haven't met those guys before either. Actually, no. Hold on. Hold on. This guy in green looks familiar. I think I've done a bitch quest for him or something. Anyways, Clive. Greetings, Scion. I came on behalf of the students of Valdesian. You may address me as Clive. Is there some reason you are still here? Please, carry on. I am not here to see you. Rude. Okay. Y'shtola, hi. As you have doubtless witnessed in your travels, the lands of Eorzea are gasping under the pall of a suffocating darkness. I must wonder if it is this darkness that invites disaster, or simply that disaster has left such gloom in its wake. One thing is for certain, now is not the time to relax our vigilance. True. Didn't you guys have a buddy? Where's your guys' buddy? I think she was an Elven? A masked man? I vaguely recall some of Mulder ranting about something like that in the middle of a skirmish. Of course, I wasn't listening too closely on account of the fact that their friends were trying to kill me. I don't mean to waste your time, friend, but that's the only thing that comes to mind. Hey, Arenvale. Bald. Arenvald. I'm to meet with the antecedent soon to discuss a matter of great import. Abba thinks it's about my first official mission. I suppose it would be good if it was, yes. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm ready, but still. Yeah, you're ready. You're great. Okay, Papalymo? Look, Neuraxio, I realize this makes no sense to you, but you must try to be more discreet. Years ago, a law was enacted by Ul'dah whereby, please, just trust me and stay out of sight. So, fun fact, Ul'dah does not allow beast tribe members. They don't allow any beastmen in cities and stuff. So, yeah. Talk about ultimate racists. Neuraxia and I both wear a mask. We're going to get along famously, I just know it. Walking ones from Ul'dah have not seen these ones before. This one knows. Still, must walking ones make such screaming sounds when seeing this one's face? This one cannot get a wink of rest. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're surrounded by fucking racists. So we've got those guys. This guy's name is Terabert. There are two types of Alamegans, those who wish to fight back, but know not how, and cowards who've chosen to run from their worries. The young man over there is a striking example of the former. Me? I'm the latter. Or couldn't you tell? I think he's talking about Arenwald. Yeah. Hello, Una. This is the girl who, thinks she was a part of the Scions before they were the Scions. I'm starting to wonder if it's worth the hassle to prove who he was. I mean, maybe some folk would say, good on ya, mate, thanks for fighting to save Eorzea and whatnot, but I reckon most would ask what we've done for him lately, if not spitting in our faces for allowing Bahamut to blow up half the goddamn world. Yeah, that's true. Knowest thou the import of the broken staff within the solar? It fell from the grasp of Archon Louisoix, the man who, in his abiding love for all Eorzeans, shielded us against the storm of the calamity. The stars wheel across the heavens, and the skies brighten once more. The survivors gather, and ignite a fairy dawn to burn away the glowering shroud. Ah, but Destiny, thou art beautiful. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? But yeah, fun fact, Connie Senna actually is the one who retrieved Louisoix's staff from the battlefield while she was helping heal both Garleans and Eorzeans alike. And this chick is the one that was part of Edda party who lost their tank. Yeah. In recent days, I've resumed my training. Idle hands make for idle minds, and painful memories are all too quick to resurface. Yeah, she's the one who was in love with the tank who was engaged to be married to the healer. Yeah. Thanks! Yeah, I'm probably going to be repeating things. I can't remember what I've said or not. If only Master Gardeland were still with us. He was a brilliant man, full of life and purpose, kind of generous. He taught us everything we know about engineering, though believe me, he could also be a very hard person to please. He would force us to completely rebuild devices if even a single flaw was discovered. I can only imagine what he'd say if he saw the tiny Bronco. So I'm actually doing, lol, only for Nero. I'm actually doing Palace of the Dead, and I found out that the cutscenes are not in the fucking book. They're not in the journal, so you can rewatch the cutscenes for Palace of the Dead. So what I'm doing is I'm recording them, and I'm going to clip them all together in a kind of bonus video on YouTube. So that way, I'm probably going to put in the boss battles too, but I'm going to skip all of the in-between. Yeah. Why would they be in the books? That would make things easy on me. Anyways, how you doing, Wedge? People in masks cannot be trusted, but Biggs and I wear masks all the time when wielding. Yeah. Also, Yida's in a mask. And also, so is Neuraxia. Anyways. Right. Yes, Satoru is ready to as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged in the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Cori, drawn to the hope that shines within you. And what are you doing? Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Yay, look, they're giving me more Vesper Bay Aetherite tickets. Good, I always need more of those. Yay, achievement! Which means this is the end of that storyline, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. Next time I stream Final Fantasy, we will continue on with the next storyline, which is hunting for the man in the darkness, but it is time for a break. But yeah, so that's the Sylph quests. I do like how they kind of, yeah, the man in black. I do like how they kind of section off the different story arcs with achievements in between, so that you know when one story has ended and the next is going to begin. Which means I know when to stop streaming for the day. Otherwise, I'll just keep going until I break myself. But, so, we finished a chapter of Final Fantasy. We played patty cake with the Sylphs. And that's going to be where we end it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Also, I really like how Twitch puts the symbol first because you're my first subscriber. It puts that for your subscriber token. And I really, really like that. Yeah! Was a good stream. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye!